taking a little Capri Sun break. Pacific Cooler is the best. Hey everyone, how you doing? If you are new here, I'm Nicol Concilio, and welcome to the video, y'all. Today, we are going to be testing out the new Fenty Skin. This is like their tinted moisturizer. It's called Eaze Drop Blurring Skin Tint. I just received these in the mail. This is not sponsored. I'm so excited to test this out. You guys know tinted moisturizers have been a little bit more up my alley these days. I've been playing around with the NARS one a lot and also the e.l.f. CC cream ones. Also, I love when brands send informational cards because it makes my life so much easier when doing reviews like this. So there are 25 shades and the coverage is light to medium. There is no flashback, long wear. This product also launches March 26th. I don't see any pricing right now. So without any further ado, let's get into trying this out. I'm very, very, very excited. So the shades I have are 7 and 8. Let's open them up and take a look at the packaging. Also, one thing I do just want to point out is this foundation does not have any SPF in it. So make sure you are using SPF underneath this foundation in a primer, or, you know, I know they have SPF like setting powders now too, so just make sure you are using an SPF. This is what the packaging looks like. I really, really love the shape of it. I feel like the design is really different and unique. And let's do a quick little swatch test before I zoom you guys on in. This right here is shade number 7, and this one is shade, you guessed it, number 8. I'm feeling like 7 is a little bit warmer and 8 is a little bit more neutral, so I'm gonna go with 7 just because my skin is a little bit more on the warmer side. Like, you can even tell, like, for some reason my forehead tans like crazy compared to the rest of my face, even if I add a shit ton of SPF. So I'm gonna be taking this Fenty Skin SPF. This is a really nice moisturizing SPF. It doesn't leave too much of a white cast either, which I really like. So we're just gonna pump out a little bit. I noticed right off the bat that it is super, super liquidy, so just be careful if you are applying it on the back of your hand because it will run and kind of mush around. All right, so I'm just gonna start to apply it, and we're just gonna go right on in and start blending this out. Feels really hydrating right off the bat. And let's do some more over here, and we will see, like, you know, if I need to add any extra layers. Normally with tinted moisturizers, I tend to go in and layer them a little bit because for some reason my cheeks are so porous and they absorb product like crazy. That's also why I have to add a lot of bronzer and a lot of blush to my face. So let's go on in and bounce, baby. Let's bounce. Wow, this really, like, just right off the bat is looking like second skin. Let's add a little bit more. I'm gonna pour out just a little bit more to get our forehead. And I try to go as close to my brows as possible because I don't really like outline my brows or conceal them or anything like that, but I do always make sure that I can get close enough so that it looks like my brows are part of the whole thing since I do them first, you know? All right, you guys, so this is with one layer. I do feel like it did even out my skin tone. However, I'm gonna go in and do a second layer just in the areas where I like a little bit more coverage. So again, that's gonna be my cheeks and a little bit around my nose. I am gonna be doing a wear test so you guys will be able to see how it wears throughout the day and different lighting and all that shenanigans. All right, you guys, so this is the second layer, and I do feel like I was able to achieve the coverage that I wanted. Now, please, please, please keep in mind, you guys, I have very clear skin. So for me and my skin type, the coverage was only 2 layers. Now, if there's people out there that maybe have a little bit more acne, have some more texture, maybe some more discoloration than I do personally, you may need more layers. Like, it just is what it is. So let's go ahead and play around with our concealer. So the concealer I'm gonna be going in with, you guessed it, are you shocked? Kimchi Chic Beauty The Most Concealer. This is a very hydrating concealer. concealer, so that's why I'm such a big fan of it. And I really, really love the coverage on it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and apply the concealer where I normally would apply, which is kind of like just in this area. It's so funny, like how the trends of makeup are really changing and how tinted moisturizers are becoming big again, less concealer, just like less is more in general with makeup. Honestly, I'm here for it. And I'm also gonna add just ever so slightly a little bit of concealer to my upper lip, you know, with having filler, and I've been so open about having filler with you guys. I had to get it dissolved back in 2017 because a lot of the filler moved above my lip, and sometimes I feel like even though I did get that dissolved, sometimes I do feel like there's a little bit residual in there still, so I like to just brighten it up with concealer just in general. And we're just gonna blend this concealer out and see how it meshes with the Fenty. Taking a little Capri Sun break. Pacific Cooler is the best. With the concealer, bitch, I feel like it looks so good. So let's go ahead and I'm gonna set everything with powder and give you guys one more up close look of everything. And of course, we'll do one at the end as well when we're all done. So the powder I'm gonna be using today is the Tatcha Silk Powder. This powder is very lightweight. It's meant for more people who have dry skin. So just keep that in mind. Like a lot of the products I'm using today are meant more for dry skin. We're going in with a Lilly Los Angeles brush. This is the L12 brush. I absolutely love this for setting underneath the eyes. And I'm just gonna blend out any creasing that is there. And we'll now go right on in and set this baby. When I set, I honestly don't use a lot of powder. Most of the focus of the powder is underneath the eyes. That way I'm not having any creasing. And again, I also do focus some of the powder on the actual lid because my eyelids are really, really big. They do tend to crease if I don't set them. I'm gonna do one quick set with a large fluffy brush on my entire face. And also I'm really impressed with the color match. Like everything is looking really nice. And I'm just focusing the powder on the areas where I'm gonna add more powder. So like bronzer, blushes, things like that. So the bronzer I'm gonna go in with is the Marc Jacobs Fantastic. I got a new one, y'all. I got a new one. And we're just gonna start to blend this. This brush is also from Lilly Los Angeles. This is the L14. Since this is a tinted moisturizer, if you're gonna do some swiping motions, you might wind up taking off some of the product. So I found what I like to do when wearing tinted moisturizers is more like this tapping motion and blending. So I'm gonna add another bronzer. You guys know this is kind of my like layering technique. I like to add more of a cool tone bronzer than a warm tone bronzer. So I'm gonna go in with the Fenty Beauty. This is in Private Island. And again, I'm just kind of doing more of like a tapping motion. I like to mess around with new products that I'm testing out, especially foundations, and see how cream products layer on top of it. So we're gonna be taking the About Face Cream Highlighter. This is in the shade Greek Tragedy, and it's the Light Lock Stick. And I'm just gonna add a little bit of it to the highest points of my cheeks. And I'm gonna add a little bit of highlight to my nose. Not a lot though, because my nose has been giving me a lot of problems lately. And I'm gonna play around with this MAC blush. I used this last time and a lot of you guys were like, oh my God, I love those blushes. I didn't know that like they were so popular. The shade I'm using is Heat Index, and I'm using this like fan brush. This is a new brush that was sent to me. I don't really know what the brand is. It's like an A. I'll try to figure it out and let you guys know, but I really liked this brush for applying blush, even though it is kind of like a fan one. I am noticing right away a little bit of creasing around my mouth. So I would say if you have areas where you have creasing, definitely set it. I kind of want to add some freckles to my nose. So I'm gonna go ahead and add some freckles. This brand I love so much, and I really like how easy it is to make the freckles look natural on the nose. You could just take your finger and kind of like tap it around, it kind of distributes the product and makes it look like it's real freckles. So to save a little bit of time, I am going to do my lashes and my mascara off camera and come back and show you guys the finished results. All right, you guys, so here is the finished look with the foundation. I feel like it looks really, really pretty. It's very hydrating without feeling cakey. It honestly just feels like second skin, which might be a little problematic for me because sometimes I forget I'm wearing makeup and rub my face like crazy, so I'm hoping that I will remember. But yeah, the only thing I'm really noticing so far is just a little bit of creasing around my smile lines, but I will continue to check in with you guys. It is currently 2:45. I don't know if you guys can see that. And I will continue to check in, and we'll be doing some iPhone check-ins. That way you guys can get a realistic view of how the foundation looks. All right, you guys, it is 4:18. It's been almost 2 hours with the foundation on. Here it is with some kind of like overcast lighting. I'm currently sitting in a parking garage getting food with the dogs. Ooh, girl, it is windy as hell, but I wanted to give y'all a little look in the sun with the foundation. Here she is. I just finished eating, so yeah, my lipstick's really messed up, but this is what we're looking like. Okay, it is currently 6:41. I'm actually in my little gaming area. I'm on Twitch right now with you guys playing Animal Crossing. The foundation so far is holding up really nicely. Like I said, the only thing that I'm really noticing right now is just a little bit of cracking around the smile line, but that happens to me a lot, but everything is looking really good. Oh my god, my eyelashes are really wonky. I need to fix them. Here is the time, you guys, 10:16 p.m. We have officially been wearing this foundation for 9 hours. I wanted to give you guys one last look in overhead lighting on how the tinted moisturizer is looking. Honestly, like, I'm really impressed at how lightweight it feels and how natural it feels, and like, the coverage was pretty good, but I will definitely be sitting behind the beauty room lights so you guys can see, but for 9 hours, I'm pretty impressed so far. All right, you guys, so I have been officially wearing this foundation for 7 hours, and honestly, right off the bat, I am just so impressed with the wear of it and how lightweight it genuinely felt. I honestly feel like my skin still looks like skin, and it doesn't look like I'm wearing heavy, cakey makeup or any of those things. For me, this foundation really was a hit because of how effortless it was to use, and I just love how hydrating it feels on my face. Now, I think you guys should definitely take into consideration that this is a hydrating foundation. I don't know and can't attest to how this will perform on oily skin, but for me and my dry skin, I really did like it. The only real problem I had with the foundation was just a little bit of creasing around my smile lines, but this is something that happens a lot to me because I'm a very animated speaker and all of that. But overall, I think that this is one of the best tinted moisturizers I've used, and I would say I like it even better than my NARS Radiant Tinted Moisturizer. The only qualm with this one is that there's not SPF built into it, so definitely remember to add SPF to your routine. I definitely will be using this foundation again. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this little review. Leave me a comment down below if this is something that sparks your interest, and if you like what you see, please consider subscribing. I love you guys so much, and I will see you next time. Bye!